I've always had a fascination with Japan, so I made the decision to finally go. I didn't skimp out on the apartment that I rented. It was a palace compared to my cramped space back home, and the view of Tokyo was indescribable. As I looked over the sprawling metropolis of Tokyo, my stomach growled. I was way too tired the prior day to buy food, so I decided to visit a green grocer I saw from the bus window on the way in. I headed down the street towards the east as the sun rose in the sky, casting an orange glow over all of Tokyo. I entered the store, which was filled with every fruit and vegetable you could imagine, some I had never seen before. I began reviewing the Japanese words for fruits and vegetables I had learned in my head. Piiman is a green pepper, negi is an onion, and some words were really easy like banana, which is banana, or avocado, which is avocado. Those are my favorite. There was only one other customer in the store, a Japanese woman with white hair. She was holding an apple, studying it intently, rotating it in her hands. I was still reviewing words in my head, mostly the Japanese foods that were similar to English, like serori for celery and kyabetsu for cabbage. I guess I stared too long at the woman, and she noticed. She looked at me rather intently. She then held the apple that she had been inspecting towards me and said, "これは日本語で何て言うかわかりますか?" My heart raced. She spoke so fast, and I was not ready for a conversation with my jet lag. I knew Nihongo meant Japanese language, but beyond that, I was lost. I couldn't even repeat what she said. So I said, "Wakarimasen." She smiled kindly and pushed the apple again towards my face, asking a new question this time. "Nan desu ka?" This time I understood. I just studied this in my Japanese from Zero book. It means, what is it? But now I couldn't remember if I had even learned apple in Japanese. In my state of panic, I said the only thing I could remember. "Furutsu desu." It's a fruit. She smiled and nodded, saying, "Hai, sou desu. Furutsu desu." Then she told me what it was. "Ringo desu." Oh yeah, that's right. Ringo. I should have remembered this because I love the Beatles. Their music label was Apple Records, and their drummer is actually named Ringo Starr. I shouldn't have forgotten that. But I'll be ready next time, I thought to myself. The lady put the apple in her basket and I grabbed a few myself. Now the lady held up another item. It was green and bumpy. I was ready to answer avocado desu, but she didn't ask nan desu ka this time. She instead said, "Yasai desu ka?" I knew the question meant, is it a vegetable? But now I had a bigger problem. I thought for a moment back to my biology class in high school and remembered a conversation about fruits and vegetables and how they're sometimes mixed up. An avocado is actually not a vegetable as most people think. It's a fruit because of its seed. I say to the lady confidently, "Yasai janai desu. Furutsu desu." She smiles and says, "Wa, sugoi desu ne. Nihongo wa jouzu desu ne." She even does a little clap. I know she's being nice and that my Japanese needs a lot of work, but I thank her and we both add avocados to our basket. After a few back and forth, I head back to my apartment and have a delicious yasai and frutsu sarada. I'll tell you more of my journey to Japan on the next Japan Storytime.